Hi everyone, it's Norman Kochnick here on Eyes on Cricket yet again. We've come back, yes, we've come back because I'm eating lunch. Hang on. Eating lunch. Got the Australian side. Well, England were 2 for 2. England were 2 for 220 at the end of the day's play yesterday, but unfortunately they haven't mustered too many more. They've actually got to all out for 297. So they've effectively added 77 for 8. 8 for 77, sorry. So they have left England with 19 runs to get, which is not enough by any means. So England started the day for 2 for 220. They're all out for 297. They've added a further 77, but have lost 8 wickets. And we're going to watch the last throws as Australia need to get a mere, effectively 20 runs to win, which should be a fait accompli, you would think. And for Marcus Harris's sake, he better not get out, because he will be embarrassed if he does lose his wicket. Oops. Especially with so few runs to get. So today, Milan was out for 82. I'm now in Clovelly, a place with Moses on Riggs. Moses on Riggs goes here very often. So Australia took 8 wickets today. Nathan Lyon took a lion's share of them. He took enough to get him past his 400 mark. Murray's in position to be in. I'm at the Clovelly Deli, which is not far away from where I was before. This is a place where I said Moses and Rex frequents. So England were 2 for 220. Unfortunately, Milan was caught by Labuschagne bowled Lyon his 400th Test wicket for 82. Root was caught by Alex Carey behind the stumps. How many overs taken 20 runs? I don't think many at all. So Alex Carey caught Root off green for 89. Then you had Root going caught offline first slip by Steve Smith for a handful. Stokes got out. He fought hard. He got a ball from Cummins, which actually lifted, popped him on, trying to rear it up, squared him up, went from leg side to offside and got caught by Cameron Green. I think it's 13 he got. Then you had Dummer. A succession of wickets falling. No one really threatening. With Hazlewood also Green taking more wickets. And Lyon taking more wickets. So effectively, England 8 for 77 this morning. Going to 297. So they needed 58 to clear the runs. They did so, but only by 19 runs. So they've got not many in the tank. Unless they can perform a miracle and get Australia out for less than 19, they're not going to win. Very unfortunate. We'll see. They might take 1 or 2 wickets, 1 or 2 overs. No, it'll take more than that. I don't think they're going to go crazy. They're going to make sure they don't lose any wickets, especially Harris. He's not going to want to lose his wicket for obvious reason. Lions answered critics today with 4 wickets. I'm showing some. Let's look at the scores just very quickly. Play was 12:45 actually. It's quite a way away. So I've got a bit of time before that actually happens. Quite a bit of time before the game restarts. They're going to a full lunch, allowing the Australians to probably gloat on their whole situation. You would hope that England will take a wicket or 2 just for some posterity, if that's the word. Why is it not going? I'm going to have trouble with battery here in a minute. Okay. Let's just try and see the scores. As I said, 297 is the final score for England. England showed their true colours today. I hate to say that, but they probably did. It was unfortunate. They really didn't look like they were in that situation. So now we're having a look at the scores. The 297 that England got. Jack Leach was left not out. No, Cameron Green took 2 for 23 off 12. Nathan Lyon got 4 for 91 off a heap of overs. In the bowling, Mitchell Stark got 1 for 77. Josh Hazel got 1 for 32. Pat Cummins 2 for 51. Lyon 4 for 91. Cameron Green 2 for 23. So all the bowlers got wickets. Labuschagne didn't bowl today. So after Milan got out for 82, and of course Jack Root. Over here. Ram, how are you?
Hi Norman, how are you?
How are you? Can you hear me? You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me clear enough?
It's little low, but it's okay. I can hear you.
Yeah, because I mean I'm unable to. I normally have a mic on, I can't hear you. Yeah,
Okay.
I was just talking to Shapali Wirikoti. She might come on as well. But yeah, that was a disastrous situation. They lost 8 wickets for 77, didn't they?
Correct. And they are like 19 runs in the lead. So who do you think will win, Norman?
Sorry?
Who do you think will win from here?
I think Australia somehow.
Oh, you are very biased, Norman. 19 runs is a lot of runs, and that too in the last innings of the match.
I mean, stranger things have happened, but 19 would be a bit of a shock.
So England just need to make sure that no batsman gets into double digits, and they might see a win over here.
Well, Nathan Lyon, he's just proven his worth by getting 4 wickets now, hasn't he?
Nathan Lyon had a good show. Good to see him coming back into wickets. So it was a good show over there. I'm actually at my son's football coaching. Can you see?
Ah. Is he playing football? Is he playing soccer?
Yeah, well, we say football, but it be soccer. In India, we say it football. We don't call it soccer so much.
So both Milan got out for 82, Root for 89, and it was a succession of wickets after that. No one challenged at all. Ben Stokes got 14, Ollie Pope 4. Josh Butler was okay for 23. I was caught by Perry off Hazelwood. Perry took how many wickets?
I think, the main was as usual that you see is the morning session is the main. The first, 30 minutes an hour, which unfortunately the thing that England did not want to happen happened, and the match, at least they should be happy that they made Australia bat again. I think that's the only console they can take from this match.
Yeah. So Carey has taken 1, 2, 3 catches in the first innings. He took 5 in the second. He's taken 8 catches in his first keeping effort. Pretty good effort, really.
Cameron Green ended up taking 3 wickets, right? 3 or 2 in this innings.
1 in the first innings, 2 in the second.
Okay,
Great effort. I mean,
so
really.
that's good for him also. Unfortunately, Mitchell Stark went for if you look at a lot of runs and just 1 wicket. So he was bowling well, but I think the numbers don't give him justice.
They all contributed. All of them.
I could not hear you, Double. I think finish your.
Okay. They all contributed. All to excuse me.
Yeah, that's a good to see a team show in that.
More butter and can I get some strawberry jam?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What's the news of Warner? Is he will he play the next match?
Was he on the field? He hasn't returned to the field, has he?
Yeah, and they said they took him for scans or something.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll soon find out when Warner goes out the bat. If Warner goes out.
Norman, you are honestly not.
That's right. If Warner goes out to bat, we'll be fine. We'll find out.
No, they say basically what I heard that Justin Langer saying like if it comes to Australia needs to bat, then Warner will come, but there are doubts over his next match. Sorry, Ponting was saying that, and he said Usman Khwaja might be a good replacement for him.
I don't get that. What do you mean?
They said in case Warner does not play, then Usman Khwaja would be a good replacement.
Oh, definitely. Usman Khwaja would be in there for sure.
And what I understand, he has opened also.
That would be good. So what happens if Khwaja bats well?
Paul Newman saying Warner won't bat, only 20 runs needed. Let's see who comes out to bat. That's a big question.
I mean, if Warner's injured, he shouldn't be batting. He should not be batting. Simple as that. Warner shouldn't be batting if he's injured. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, so let's see who comes out to bat. You want to meet my son's football coach? He's a football player from Nigeria.
No.
Kelvin,
Yes.
say hi.
Hi. Good morning, Paul.
They are football players from Nigeria. Played for many clubs across the world.
Morning, boss.
What background is he?
Pardon?
What is his nationality?
Nigeria. They're from Nigeria. Nigeria and some from Ghana.
Oh.
Both good soccer playing nations.
So at this stage, the game restarts at 1:45 my time. So that is still another 15 minutes away.
So you appropriately took your lunch break along with the Australian team.
Toast,
What are you eating?
Scrambled eggs, toast.
Okay. I thought those were caviar on. I thought you're eating caviar on toast.
I don't think so. So there's read the question. That's for you. Answer the question.
Love football, Virendra Thori and Cristiano Ronaldo, my favorite. My favorite was Arjen Robben. I don't know if you remember him. Dutch player Arjen Robben.
You talk. I've got myself on mute. You have a talk about.
Okay, I'll take some comments. Virendra Thodi saying 4 over Australia win. I don't think so. I think it will be a 3-2 or a 2-1 kind of a game. And Qatar Buddhist. Khwaja will lock one in second test. Yeah, let's hope. Depends on the Warner's current situation. So, what's the scenario? We might come to know if he comes out to bat. Whether there is, if he's completely fine, then I think he would really want to come out and bat. If there is even a slight niggle or something, then he would definitely not come out, and maybe then we might know how serious is the injuries and what went on. Qatar Buddhist, I also play football school time, but now can't play my heart softly. Same here, Qatar. I'm also on the same boat.
This is not just orange. This is some concoction. It's got a name. It's an unusual name. I have to find out what it is, but it's got other things. No alcohol, but it tastes really interesting.
What was that? Orange juice with Viagra?
Maybe. I'll ask Becky. This is the Clo Deli. It's called Clo Deli, which is Clo Deli. It's abbreviated. Can you see it? Hang on. Can you see that?
Okay.
It's called the Clo Deli Deli. Clo Deli.
So you can see
Clo Deli.
In my case, the coaching is started, so you can see how football coaching happens.
Hangouts for people like a lot of cricketers. A lot of cricketers come here. Actually, a lot of Moses on Reeks. We're coming close. You know Moses on Reeks, don't you? Darren?
What day Moses Henriks comes to that cafe?
He's a regular here. He lives around the corner here. Very regular here.
Norman, just a second.
So
I need to. My son needs water.
Australia, deservedly so. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
He loves playing football. So every
How old is
Saturday,
he?
Sunday is just. He's 5.5 now.
9.5.
5.5.
5.5. Excuse me, Beck. What's in this? You want to come on camera? Come on.
Who is it?
It's just.
So Paul Newman asking man of the match. Travis said.
Can you
I
see
also
Beck?
think
Say hello
so.
to Beck. Say Barak.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So what's in this, Beck? You got to speak nice on there. What's in this?
Orange, ginger, and lemon.
Orange, ginger, and lemon. And there was some vodka you put in late, I think, too.
Three.
So Beck's one of the people working here at Clo Deli, and she's just got some orange, ginger, and lemon. But it tastes like there's something else in it. Very, very nice. Orange, ginger, and lemon. What a really nice taste. After 3 o'clock, they add vodka.
Okay, Norman, I'll sign off because the
right,
training
bye.
is started and they will be shouting. So I don't think
See
I
you
can
later.
talk much.
Ciao.
Bye.
So Baram was there for a while. I'm going to continue eating. Hi, Gamer Project. Smile me. We're waiting. Waiting on the match to restart. Australia were all out for. England were all out for 297 after being 220 overnight. So they're 19 runs ahead. Australia need 19 runs to equal, 20 runs to win. Never seen so many buses in my life. Buses coming past every minute. All right. Now Australia need 20 to win. That's a bit of a waste, isn't it? The cricketers are having lunch, so am I. So let's look at the situation. Go through the batting lineup again. Hamid was caught Carey bowled. Sark, one of 5 catches that Alex Carey has taken in this innings, 8 overall. Great start for him. Rory Burns was caught Carey also. Cummins, he lifted it over top, whereas Hamid popped on the leg side. Darwin Milan, unfortunately, was caught by Labuschagne, bowled line, Very sad for 82. He was looking great. And then Joe Root was caught carry by Green. Feathered one, not unlike the first innings. 89. Ben Stokes was caught green by Cummins. He was squared up and the ball's gone to his left side. And then Green was caught there. It was off Green's bowling. Stokes was caught. Sorry, off Cummins' bowling. Green caught Stokes. Ollie Pope was caught Smith by Lyon. I didn't see that, but I think it was a slight edge there. Carey and Josh Butler, of course. Oh, actually, probably Pope was that yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, it was today. Josh Butler was caught carry by Hazelwood, another great feather ball. Chris Wakes also carried well green. Ollie Robinson was caught head by Lyon. And then Mark Wood comprehensively bowled by Lyon. So Jack Leach not out north. Extra 15, 297 all out. So Nathan Lyon's taken a magnificent 4 wickets. Really quite with only a mere 77 runs to get. A mere 77 runs were actually put on today by Australia against Australia. England were only able to muster 8 for 77. Australia's never lost a day-night test match, but they could well lose this one. Who knows? 3 overs. Australia will win okay. Hey, Norman, I told you yesterday that England will collapse today as they have done this whole year. Yeah, but England, you can't say that conclusively because they really haven't been a bad side all year. They've had a lot of great wins too. But yeah, Milan and Root did a very good job yesterday and got them back to a situation where they've actually had to make Australia bad again when many people thought yesterday they wouldn't. This line has now got 403 wickets, the 3rd highest Australian. Only Warne, and person who you would know, Warne and the likes of a McGrath will come in second with their performance. Great day indeed. A number of the Hello, Adrian. Good. How are you? Good to see you.
Filming?
I am actually. I'm actually live now. Australia's all got England all out for 297. We've only got 19 to win, so I'm doing a close-up. I've got to get you. Mitty Shah is a young lady who I'd love you to get you to meet. She's a future agent. I think I'm half left a message for you.
Okay. Let's connect. Yeah, for sure. Let me know.
She's yeah, sure. We can talk more about.
Harrison, Norman.
Hi, Norman Cochrane.
I'm just a.
No, nice move. Got a cricket show. I'm actually live right now too. Come around. What's your name again?
Harrison.
Harrison. I'm actually live now. I'm actually live around the world. We're talking about the fact that Australia have just got England all out for 297.
Lunch now?
Yeah, lunch down. 19 runs to go. 20 to win. Beautiful. It is quite a shock though. Too easy. Well, they've done very well, haven't they?
They've got 5 balls. We'll get it done.
Oh, I don't know about 5 balls. Well, Warner's not going to bat. I don't think he's broken his ribs. I think he's a bit of an out. Yeah. Nice to talk to you.
You too, mate.
So Ray White in both Randwick and Bondi Junction. Ray White, Bondi Junction, Randwick. You couldn't get anyone better than Adrian Bowe.
Well, I've been on your show.
You've been on my show many times.
Yeah,
Adrian, come around. Adrian,
how
are Adrian Bowe is here.
Excellent. You've got to come and visit my new office in Randwick.
I will do that. It's on the course. So Ray White Park Coast. It's an interesting combination of both the park, Centennial Park, and the coast. Mate, and Adrian himself, let's go in for Adrian is a gun cricketer. He's played on the SCG. It was a magnificent. How many runs did you get that day?
I think I got 5 wickets and 30 runs.
Well, there you go. An all-rounder. Maybe Australia might, and if Cameron Green comes up lame, we might bring Adrian back into the.
How many followers you got? A lot of people.
Well, 20,000 now. It's only a small amount watching now, but 20,000 subscribers, and they all watch Adrian Bowe and watch his movements. Yeah. He is a gun real estate agent of great note. Honestly, there's no one better. If there's anyone watching here from Sydney and Australia, you go straight to Adrian. And I'll take that from me. All right, my pleasure. All the best.
You're so knowledgeable about cricket. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Well, I can't surpass you and your knowledge about the local area. We're at Clovelly here on Clovelly Road at the moment. The stories you've told me about, or told us all about, the Allison Road home where they had the elephant buried, and that whole story has come from you.
Tune in every week.
We do.
On my Facebook. Yeah.
How's your
history?
What's your Facebook account again?
Just Adrian Bow.
Just Adrian Bow.
Yeah.
I'll put it on in the actual follow-up, guys.
Beautiful.
Nice to see you again.
See you, mate.
Always
Good to
good.
see you.
Isn't it wonderful to have these local community people? They're amazing. He's a true talent. So we'll get back to the game very shortly. We're waiting for the game to start again. So that was Adrian Bow, who's a cricketer as well. Very talented cricketer. England 36 all out, pink ball test. Well, let's wait and see. It's a big statement from Himanshu Chaudhary, which you're saying that 36 are all out. That's a big call. Paul Newman, you think that LYON can get 600 wickets? Well, that's a bit of a call. I'll have to play for quite a while longer to get 600 wickets. I don't know if that's necessarily possible. We'll wait and see. So we're waiting on the restart of the match, which is now let's have a look, 5 minutes away. So the replay of this match saying that the Ashes is really underway now. We've got, let's see who's opening. Marcus Harris is definitely one of them. Doesn't look like Warner's there. I can't make it out. That could be Alex Carey going out there, actually. Looks like Alex Carey's going to open with Marcus Harris, and Dave Warner is not opening, so it's clearly an injury which is stopping him from playing. Warner wouldn't miss an opportunity to bat for Australia, so his injury certainly is evident. The England side are trying to muster some sort of enthusiasm. They've only defending 19 runs, if not 20. So it's not much of a score to defend by any stretch of the imagination.
Hey guys, ready for order?
Looks like Marcus Harris and Alex Carey will open. Definitely, Alex Carey is opening with Marcus Harris. There was no Dave Warner batting. We do remember when India were all out for 36, but that's not going to happen again. Not today, at least, and I don't think in Adelaide. Warner's cleared. A fracture will be okay in a few days' time. Interesting, though, if he's cleared of a fracture, he should have been batting for a short amount of time now, you'd think, but they decided to rest him. So Warner has been cleared, you're saying, Himanshu Chaudhary. Yes, there's the wickets falling once again. They replay the wickets of Milan, caught by Labuschagne off the bowling of LYON for 82. That was also Nathan Lyon's 400th wicket. Then after that, we had catch behind off Green, and then Pope going first slip to Smith with Lyon taking the wicket. Then Stokes was squared up, popped it to Green off Cummins. And then Hazlewood's got looks like Wokes to stink behind, and then Lyon again attempted shot there, which has been caught at backward point. That was the final wicket. And we had Mark Wood bowled comprehensively by Lyon. And then the last wicket, an attempted shot through, I don't know where, straight to the keeper off Green, and England were all out for 297. That meant they've only have a mere 19 runs in front, 20 to win. So Alex Carey's gone out with Marcus Harris to bat. So Alex Carey's opened up with Marcus Harris. Warner's not gone out there. So he looks like he's got some... No. They're saying he's been cleared of a broken rib, but I'm not sure about that. I reckon that's an early call. So it's updated by fax that Warner has bruised ribs by no fact. Updated by fax. Where did you get the update by fax? Osman Hodges in for Warner. The second test is what we're hearing as well. Could well be. I mean, it's only a few days away. That'll be the conjecture whether Warner will actually get a go. Ollie Robinson. Okay, it's been updated by fax. Well, I'm not sure the fax still, but it's the second is Boxing Day. Back to Boxing Day. Well, I imagine that Warner will get a reprieve. He may get an injury looked at. If he's bad enough not to field and not to bat, you know it's quite serious. Will allow Large to get back in. Great work, thank you. So, somebody off the mark. The no ball, first ball. When you're defending 19 runs, the no ball is not really a good start. So Fox has actually confirmed that. Fox, what does Fox confirm? That Warner has bruised but no fracture. And Akshat Kumar, have you got about the Warner? Usman is a very good player. Yes, he is. Bukowski's not in the squad. No balls galore here. I might cover all sports. Certainly cover all sports. Robinson's a very good bowler. Do you think Harris will last 5 matches? No. I think Marcus Harris, especially if Kawaja gets a Guernsey next match in place of Warner and bats well, you may see him stay. So after 3 balls, Australia none for 1 after that no ball. We'll wait and see what happens there. So Ollie Robinson, his first over, coming into bowl to Carey, who's taken the strike. You would think if Marcus Harris is a senior opening batter, he would have faced the first ball, but he didn't. Carey did. Bit of a concern for. Don't like the body language of not facing the first ball if you're the more senior batsman. Australian summer certainly is. See behind me, it's not warming up, it's still about 20 degrees. Ooh, that ball darted off the wicket. A lot of movement there. In fact, too much movement. Now Terry has squirted that ball to the leg side. Not meant to go there, but it's a single. Kerry moves on to 1. Harris hasn't faced the ball. 1 for 2. That looks like it's over. 1 for 2 off the first over. Of course, Kerry's on 1 and facing the next over. In fact, it'll be a continuation of Harris not facing the ball. Or maybe that's the idea. Australia win the Ashes. It's way too early to be saying that, even though they won the first match. They've got 4 test matches to go. 3 of them in Melbourne, Sydney, and Hobart. All pitches that are more conducive to English bowling and batting conditions. Adelaide's one that's probably more neutral. They're not playing in Perth, so it's an advantage for England as well. So it's not by any means foregone conclusion here at all. Harris yet to face a ball. Blokes is opening up for another, and I would have put Wood on such a short space of time. Both Broad and Anderson would be back for England next game. You are right, Akshat Kumar. There's no doubt they'll be back. I should be aggressive and get these runs quickly and be done with. I shouldn't be just pushing singles. We've got 9 batters back on the shed waiting. So they need to do that. So look here, Warner. Warner is injured. None for Australia. One for 2 chasing a mere 19, 20. 18 more to get. Constantly signs of Warner's gone for scans. And that's where Warner got hit off Stokes. It's clobbered him nicely. Harris has clipped the ball down the final leg for a single. Harris gets to face his first ball. Great comeback by Australia, but now match 50-50. I mean, for the next 4 tests, you're right. Marks has still got 3 to this will be Marcus Harris's first delivery here. Oh my gosh. Given not out, but are they going to go up there for the Marcus Harris could be out first ball. He's wrapped the pads. If Marcus Harris is out, that means he's failed in both innings in such a significant test. It's not good for Marcus Harris. He's a bit anxious. No, it's not a no ball. He's survived that. To jag or off the bat. There's a bat there. Yeah, there's definitely a bat there. Yeah, it's hit the bat. Snicko's working. I thought Snicko wasn't working. I'm confused. Yep, stays as is. Marcus Harris survives. The ball hit The bat stinker apparently not working, but it's appeared to be working then. The DRS is working. I'm not sure what's going on. Max Harris would be very edgy, at least, to do. So that's all this ball. Just works. It's bowled it. It's clicked at an edge on the way through. Carey ran a very quick single. Score's done for 4 carries on 3 Harrises yet to get off the mark. Ooh, there's some very edgy looking bowling here going on, I must say. So where is Pekowski? Well, he's apparently back from his concussion and injuries that he obtained his shoulder injuries early on. Shoulder injuries, and he also had a concussion, series of concussions, maybe half a dozen or so concussions. So effectively, he is out of contention there, and he will not be in conjunction. So Pekowski's not there. Usman Khawaja will come in if Warner's injury is bad enough. Still got 4 or 5 days to go. You would think that there's enough time to recover. Well, if it's a rib injury, and if it's badly bruised, he may not be ready. Pekowski's always injured, you're right. With a series of injuries. Half a dozen head knocks, half a dozen quite serious concussions that he's suffered both in the nets and games, which has seen him basically miss out on his berth for Australia. Another single to Harris has got off the mark. Carries on 3, Harris on 1, none for 6 into the 3rd over. Yeah, Pekowski's always injured. So fair point. Just looking at the score just quickly. Okay, so we have thought that I show set target for England, but I'm wrong. No, this is wayward at the moment. Maybe Renshaw could come back for Harris. Yeah, we could. I don't think he will. It'll be Usman Khawaja. We'll get the Guernsey. So all out 297. Warner is injured. Australians are none for 6, chasing down the one. A total of 19, which effectively means they need 20 to win. Back in a second, guys. We're just going to pay for this. We're going to go inside the cup. Just grab the bill, thanks. So, with the score of none for 6, the Australians are pretty much under control now. So a little quick score, I think. 1 for 9. There we go. So Bryce Street, Ton, Hunt, and Renshaw 40 odd. Madison 71 off 46 balls. Let's have a look at these scores. So Bryce Street scored a ton. Hunt and Renshaw 40 odd. Each Madison 71 off 46 balls. And Mitchell Marsh 50 odd 20 balls. That's pretty good. Pretty good effort, isn't it? Ward Anderson and Robertson together will be a handful in the pink ball test. That's correct. Good morning. Hello, Sapios. How are you? Finch is better than Harris. Neha Trivedi, I would say Aaron Finch should be inside. Actually, that's a selection that I would consider. I'd be love to see Aaron Finch back in the side. But the squad has been picked for the first 2 matches. Warner's injury will only mean that Usman Khawaja will go to Guernsey in his place. That'll be the situation. Joe Burns is better than Harris. Everyone's better than Harris. Aaron Finch, Usman Khawaja, they all could be put in his place. There's no doubt about that. Have another quick look at the score, guys. No change, no for 1 for 10, I can see. Only a matter of 10 runs to get. Hang on, guys, just giving it a bit of a chance. Put that in the position of the mic. Give you a sec, guys. I'll be back in a sec, guys. A small little thing to do. issues there. So you can hear me on mic. Hear me on mic? I don't know if you need me on mic. Can you hear me, guys? I'm sure you can hear me clearly because I've got me on mic. Let's try and get this game so I had to pay for the bill. We want to pay for bills, don't we? So let's get this all sorted, shall we? With all right, so let's get this all sorted. We don't need the mirror anymore, do we? We've got me on loudspeaker now. There we are. All right. Let's just hope we don't have any issues.
Alex Carey departs. Australia lose their first wicket, just 4 required for the win. He'll be disappointed.
We have Alex Carey has just been departs with only 4 runs for victory. It's unfortunate. Probably more unfortunate was Harris, actually, that were the one to be dismissed. We all know that his position in the side would be more of a concern. This is only 4 runs to get. It's very, very few runs indeed. Australian 1 for 16. 1 for 16. Chasing a mere total of 19. Only 4 to win. It's not a bad position to be in. So we're going to drive away from here. But bit of a... So Alex Carey departs. That's very unfortunate, isn't it, guys? It's not what you wanted to have happen. Australia can count themselves lucky they're only having to chase a mere 20 runs. If they had to chase more than that, it may have been a very different story. They may have been in a little bit of trouble, especially with Warner now injured with the ribs, which is he's in severe doubt to make the match in Adelaide. Obviously, Quads is there. There's been talk about Renshaw. There's been talk about even this Hunt fellow, this young Hunt. But I think you'll find that Quads will be placed and will probably open with Harris quite capably. And they're trying to show Alex Carey's an opener, but I don't think that was a wise move. Volume. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Volume FYI. Just was ringing me. Not just yet. So we've got a pretty good situation here for Australia. An excellent situation for Australia, let's be honest. Only needing 20 runs to win. They've lost the wicket, which is unfortunate. Let's be honest, it is unfortunate to be in that situation. But look, all said and done, Australia were in the ascendancy from a very early stage. England fought back very admirably because Australia only required 6 overs for 20 runs. Well, it's not a one-day match. It's a test match. So if they're taking their time, it's not necessarily their fault. Get it over with, Australia. Manu John, don't be so impatient. This is not T20. It's not World Cup. All right, so just calm down. Just calm down. This is a test match, and they've lost the 1 wicket, of course. Yeah, that's pretty. Manu John's getting upset over nothing here. This is hardly anything to worry about. It's Australia's score, so. And there we are. They've got the victory now. They've now got the victory. They've won the match. They're 1 wicket down, guys. They've won the match. All said and done. They've won the match by 9 wickets. It's a comprehensive victory, to say the least. 1 for 20. So Australia win by 9 runs. Australia wins the victory. by 9 wickets. Okay, it's not by innings, but they'll be very happy with 9 wickets. So there we have it. Finally, they got it. So does Australia really require 6 overs? Well, Manu John, this is not a T20 match. Not a T20 match. So you can't knock the situation. We've got some encouragement there. Yeah, so realistically, that was a pretty good effort from Australia. After the day started today, of course, with I'm going to put the microphone if you want the microphone, guys. Now, can you hear me loud and clear? You can hear me loud and clear? All right. So Australia started the day with England. England were actually 2 for 220 with both Milan and Root looking good. Milan on 80 and then Root on 86. Unfortunately, they didn't go as we planned. We were hoping for centuries for both those players. In fact, Milan got out for 82 and Root for 89 respectively. Then a steady procession of wickets fell with both Stokes, Ollie Pope and Butler getting scores around the 15-20 mark. It's not really going to do them any good. So that led to a succession of wickets until England were all out for 297. So they added a further 77 today, but lost 8 wickets in the process. They gave them a slender lead of 19 and, in fact, made Australia win by scoring 20 runs, and they did so. Dave Warner, of course, was subject to his rib injuries. He might be in doubt for the second match. What about Stones playing in place of Green? Why would you do that? Cameron Green's playing himself in the spot for indefinitely. He's not leaving anywhere now. And I think Renshaw will get another. The squad has Usman Khawaja in there, but Dave Warner is out for the second match due to a rib injury, rib bruising. Then you will see Khawaja come in. Marcus Harris, well, he's survived. He got not out 9, but he would be subject to some controversy. Didn't face the first over, which bewildered me, seeing he's a senior partner to Alex Carey. But anyway, Alex Carey was dismissed, unfortunately, and we had that wicket fall. And then we had that wicket fall. Let's have a look what happened there. And we've got a few things going on in the press. A final crowd, the total match crowd. Okay, the final crowd of the day was 19,000, and they were expecting a full day's performance. So I expected a full day's performance, and they didn't get it. Well, it's unfortunate. It's too hot in this car. Not forgetting that, of course, our friend good old Lions, Nathan Lyon, he got a magnificent 4 wickets. Goes to 403 wickets. He passed his 400. That was quite a performance indeed. Realistically, Australia were always going to win this match, but it was no matter how much England were going to fight, and they fought very, very hard yesterday, going to 2 for 220. Today, unfortunately, lost 8 for 77, so their fight wasn't up to it today. Milan and Root probably were the key, and they both could have factored into a much better performance today, but they didn't. So we have a total attendance there of for the 4 days we had 98,846, and the final crowd today of 19,228, which is quite okay. Nothing to get too excited about. I shouldn't be so nasty, should I? But no, it wasn't a huge crowd by any means. The further known player of the match is Travis Head. So there we have it. Travis Head with his 152, probably deservedly so. Pat Cummins could have got it for being captain. It really is interesting situation that so Travis Head, player of the match is Travis Head. There we have it. So there we go, guys. That was the situation. So with that in mind, only 19 runs to get with an injured David Warner. Josh Hazelwood bowled today, so his injuries weren't a reason why he didn't bowl. He bowled quite capably too, and that meant that we have a situation where Australia really, didn't deserve to Didn't deserve to lose. But then 19 runs to get. Warner injured, damaged ribs. Looks like he's potentially out of the second test. Usman Khawaja will come in. Warner was out, so therefore Alex Carey opened with Marcus Harris. Unfortunately, Alex Carey didn't get out, which he shouldn't have faced the first over, in my opinion. So let's have a look at that scoreboard. Then you had Marcus Harris not at 9. Manas Labuschagne didn't face the ball. You had, of course, let me have a look here. Alex Carey caught by the keeper Cutler off Robertson for 9. Marcus Harris got 9, and Warner, of course, didn't bat. So that they were 1 for 20 after 5.1 overs. Match over. Man of the match, Travis Head. I think Australia win by 9 wickets. It's a very simple process. Not a bad day. Only the 4th day. I'll be actually at the SCG tonight because the Big Bash is on between the Sydney Sixers and the Hobart Hurricanes, which will, obviously will be a significant match. So really we need to edit that as well. Australia victorious with a 9-wicket victory. There we have it. So that's an amazing situation for Australia. They were deserving winners, even though there was a bit of a fight back there from England. Look, you've got to give England credit. They did fight back. They fought back hard. There's no doubt about that. England did fight back hard. England fought back very hard, actually. And, you'd have to think that it's just a real pity that, why is this not working? Why are we not getting any cool air now? The fact that, Australia had a bat again, which probably wasn't the case earlier on. So Australia were, well ahead. They were 278 runs ahead on the first innings. Should have been an innings victory, but England fought hard, got 297. They could have got a lot more had Milan and Root batted on further today, but they didn't. And they lost 8 for 77, which was an unfortunate end of the innings. Nobody really plucked me. Check out Australia bowled pretty well. Nathan Lyon happily got 4 wickets. I agree. Ain't going anywhere. It's very that's bad. Don't worry. Nathan Lyon's proving himself yet again. He's got 403 test wickets. 403 test wickets. Magnificent. Let's be honest, it's a fantastic performance. Hats off to Australia. They won 1-0 up. So that's a bit like what happened early this year when Australia 1-0 up against India after getting India late for 36. Remember that? And the Melbourne test, India came back and won that, 1-1, drew the Sydney test with the test that should have been a victory. Australia 1-1, and then they just backed us together. They won the series 2-1. So look, don't even begin to think that Australia won the series. 4 test matches left. 1 in Adelaide, which will be an even contest. 1 in Melbourne, which will easily go England's way. In fact, Adelaide test day nighter, Anderson, Broad, Ollie Roberts, bowling swing, all watch out. You'll have straight over that corner, Khawaja being his place. Then you've got Sydney, which will be a toss up between the two, really. Each line that come into play with both of them. So then you've got the last test and the most magnificent score. I'm predicting GABBA 1, which I thought would go to Australia. That's when I knew that. I'm predicting the next 2 tests will go in Adelaide and Melbourne. Sydney will be ours. Australia's 2-all. 5th test match over. Also, the first test match there. Possibly a day-night match with conditions which will suit England without a shadow of doubt. We could see a 3-2 victory of England. Mark my words, I'm not convinced. Australia winning 5-0. I don't think it's going to happen. It was convincing today, yes. England show signs like the candidates. So it was coming from crossing. There's no doubt England no choice. It's not that's what they're going to fit side as well. Are we sure whether what is Alex Carey took 8 catches, 3 in the first, 5 in the second. He's certainly going to stay as a keeper. He was excellent. He's batting well. His batting hasn't improved anything at the moment, but it's early days. We'll wait and see. Alright guys, we'll wrap it up there. First test match, the prognosis was Australia won by 9 wickets. Australia scored 147, and then the second was 297. Really only doubling the score the second time round. And then ultimately, they doubled the score with 3 runs each. Then in the second inning, the first innings for Australia were massively out for 25, thanks to Travis Head's 152, 194, another showed 7. And then they were 178 in front of the end of the course. Efforts there. Australia were 1 for 20 passes there. Relatively small. Choosing on the side for games, you bring it out. No doubt, games probably at the expense of Wokes and maybe we need to help into it as well. I believe Robinson will win it. Wokes, I believe Robinson, maybe wouldn't like to talk. No, I wouldn't change as much, but that it was. Alright guys, talk to you soon. All the best. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like and share the posts, also notification button. Don't forget, most of all, subscribe. All the best guys. We'll talk soon. Hopefully we'll have more to talk about then. It's been a rather quiet day. All the best.